measured these. Well, might as well zoom right in. It's pretty late. Oh, banging on the lamp there. Hope anyone who sees this is having a golden evening. Giving another go at the bar jack inspired colors. So the black with blue, but I want less blue here. And it's really just based off of it. I want to do a different head setup, more blunt. And then I was thinking top water for the bar jack coloring, because I have to find out if bar jacks do too. I'm not sure if it's like a kind of universal behavior in them. But if you find one of their snack spots, they come at the same time every day and just slam the water. I don't know if anybody remembers the B horror film Piranhas. Makes the water look like that. So I think I gotta the spine of the feather gets me a lot. I'll begin to feel like I figure out, how to maneuver them, and then immediately back to square one. I have to just push them. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, at 3 in the morning, I did not get on earlier. I'm supposing clearly. So they're a grayish bodied fish. With a blue stripe below a black stripe. Not sure if stripe is the right word, but it's really the only word I can think of. Really neat. The blue on them almost glows. Almost. It really glows down there. I wanted some fluff, dang it. That focus. Will be another. trying too hard on these tails because wet hackle feathers pretty dang forgiving. What the hell? I swear, like, the feathers turn into totally different feathers when I set them down. I mean, that's a totally different length. Probably human error and a good example of why I can never be a carpenter, but my measuring skills for some reason. And then when I put the bucktail on top, I'm going to try to get longer pieces and have it trail further down the body. Yeah. So maybe from up here, no, all the way down here, because if I keep it sparse, it should, yeah, it should, like, suction inward. I mean, not suction, but like form to itself when moving through water. Can't figure out how else to make a long blue stripe under the black ostrich herald. And this will be a shelf for the dang shit. I forgot the dubbing. Give a little shelf for it real quick. And this is UV reflective, or what have you. Just a little bit. Maybe more, but last one I went a little too heavy-handed. Disregard that. Hey. Oh, first. Got one. Man, when it gets hot in here, it gets really, really hot in here. This shirt is from middle school. Some of these are really kinked up and it's quite alright. Not kink shaming here. Just a few. This ripple fiber, I quite like. Saw it on a video for, I think, a deceiver. Variation. And super holographic. Which, in water, it's just wild how effective this stuff is at. I mean, it certainly grabs my attention. Like, I had a scrap test, like a desk scrap fly, just like some leftover stuff. Half the material fell out of it. That thing glowed like nothing I've ever seen. Granted, did not move. Ow! Did not move very nicely, but. Oh, damn it. The dubbing. I mean, is that totally necessary? No clue. But it does refract. Let's see. Let me just try to get this away. Okay. Like a blue jay. I never seen a full episode of Adventure Time, but I do remember Regular Show. It came to mind when I tried this earlier. I think that's about it. Okie dokie. Interesting. Alright. Oh. Yeah, might be some silence. Jeez. Haven't really, made a dent in much, but, I mean, not really in a rush, I guess. Stuff is so pretty. Kind of rushing through this because I trying to clear off a table. Let me get that tighter. Alright, we'll need some separating. Okay. Yeah, I just got back inside the house a few minutes ago, so I'm still feeling real real great after coming back in from that hell of a garage, but only because there's stacks of boxes still. I don't know how. It doesn't seem like much of a difference. But I'm trying to find a bookshelf because some things just take up way less room organized into I don't know, like shelves instead of boxes of books. Just put the boxes of books on a shelf. Find a vacant wall and there's the blue stripe attempt anyways for the bar jack. And then last one I continued blue going down it, but I think I'm going to try white. I don't have any gray buck tail. And I do want to make poppers for them. Like I said, they do that surface water snack slap. So I can imagine like something surface at that time. Because if they come to feed at a certain time and it's something also comes to feed at a certain time. I wish the spillway had better water, because that probably is my favorite spot, but the water is real gnarly. And it's not the safest spot. And everybody I've ever seen there have been real chill, but it's just one of those spots. Alright, I might do one more little bunch of blue here and then kick it to white. I do want to get a light blue for these. Or like that larva lace or angel hair. I don't know. It's like the super thin tinsel though. Anyway. What did I do with the giant blue bucktail? Oh. The exact color of the box lid. I cannot do this chair anymore, man. This thing is gone. It is quite literally bad. Bad chair. I don't have the best luck with chairs. Every few weeks, back to some random bad chair. Just a little bit. Just to fill space, honestly, because it's still so far back. Because there'll be white over that, and then peacock curl. Ostrich curl. Which I did get me a pink ostrich feather for Scud, finally. The ostrich feathers I had were just a little weak. Alright, so white. Time and way more clumps than see on I mean, there's like endless variations of deceivers, so it's kind of redundant saying, but I really like being able to use a bunch of colors at once. Even though this is just two. Anyways. I just don't know. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Hey, Ben. When's he here? I haven't really been able to night fish, honestly. Unfortunately, I have to fish with other people because I'm incredibly night blind. It drives me nuts. I've tried to even just I mean, even just walking on the beach at night, it feels like walking in space. I can't see a damn thing. It's just static. But ideally that's when I would at least like to primarily go out, like because then could stay till sunrise without as much exhaustion as like staying till sunset with all the heat. Oops. But I did did make a few sabiki, which is used for like live bait here. Sorry for bastardizing streamers, but and it was instant. I was too excited, but haven't been out since then, I don't think. Like at night. Which is a big old shame. One other issue is finding places that can fish at night without getting kicked off. 10:30 I think is the absolute latest I've ever found. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna do the top in 2 clumps, and that's what I'll do the in-between as 1. I can't imagine seeing a tarpon at like with a headlamp at night, because when I say night blind, it's a real thing. Come to find out, I wasn't imagining. I mean, I was told my whole life that wasn't a real thing of visual snow, and it sucks. Conky dong. And but headlamps are God's gift to humanity, or like whoever invented the modern headlamp. But also did not know much about Pilates until recently, meaning I saw a short in passing, and I did not check any of the information, but it was really interesting. I'm trying to remember to look more into it. Kind of thought it was I don't know, just always see it in, now I see it everywhere, but I used to just see like fancy gyms, like this bamboo equipment. It looked like something from like the kink house. Alright, so the bottom and make it a little thicker. I'm still trying to figure out proportions. This is going to be like a lifelong thing, but thankfully I know that, and I do not mind. I hate finishing stuff. I used to work for days like, it could be anything. It could be a doodle. It could be a belt. But man, working on it was the best part. Finishing it sucked, because I was like, well, shoot now what? This fluorescent light is making me look like it has rained every single day, and it's very cold in here. But that jacket is like, there is no happy medium. It's like one or the other. Bouncing between the two feels too much like a cold or something. Oops. I want to know what's wrong with this bucktail. I mean, not what's wrong with it, but it's defective, but I can't figure out how to fix it. But it's the only one that if you pull it taut, it won't like fan out. And sometimes I really want that. I come to expect it. What the hell? Oh dear. Ha! It's bucktail. I'm gonna hit, makes you want to stay up. Yeah, I can't wait to experience that. Especially like on a boat. I haven't been on a boat at night since I was like a kid, and it felt like being in space. With a lot tastier food options than space. I mean, doesn't look like there's much to eat up there at all, actually. Pretty lame. Ow. Alright, I gotta try to figure out. Ooh. Fuck. It's got like no personality. You know, I can't. I need one that fans out for down there. I got chunks. These ones look a little thicker. Guessing the thicker the individual fibers are, the more it can collapse on itself and fan out. I have not got the microscope yet, but I know some of these hairs are hollow. Which ones? No clue yet. Oh, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Finger was in the point was in the finger. I think I lost a few comrades there. Ah! I was still attached to that. I didn't realize. It didn't hurt. It just made a gnarly sound. Okay. Oh! Use your thumbnail to press into the fibers while they're still attached to the tail. You can look at the hairs that are better for cleaning them. Of course there's a way. Thank you, Wendy. Of course there's a way to, like, oh my gosh, it's just ridiculous. It is like the land of tips and techniques. It's amazing. I think I'm gonna give up a little bit though down here. And maybe I'll use Crystal Flash for the gill instead of Marabou. What the hell? Did, oh, I already forgot. I just want it to, you know, have a little, ow, aye. Now they cut my fingers off. Like, not let them try it anymore. Anyways. Oh man, I'm not done with white fur. This one's real shite. I don't know if you can. Just like every single fiber feels like it's really cracked and brittle. But it's natural fibers. Sometimes if I see lions and turkey feathers, it gets me a little bit down. I think that means the bird was under stress. At least I read that on a crafting feathers blog post once. Oh, there's that bastard AC on again. I'm sorry, y'all. I wish I was different. I really do, but I'm not. And anything below 79 is freezing. Really, ideally 81, but broom hair. One more of the bucktail, I think, because I don't mind if there's a little space, because I do have some plastic heads I've been wanting to mess with. I did not do the thumbnail test on this white because, unfortunately, I've had the same few chunks for like months now. I know, any test would just result in sucks. It's just the white bucktail. It's like back, gnarly. Back when I had just that lovely kit, beginner kit, like beginner trap kit. I did end up liking some of the thread, but some of them are completely dry rotted. 56 or 58. Okay, 58. 58. That's crazy. I'm even cold just thinking about that. But if I was like bundled up and stuff like that, that'd be alright. And not sweating and stuff, because I can't wear long sleeves or sweaters or pants or anything like that. Even when the environment is probably best to wear pants. Not during summer, spring, or fall. No. Okay. I'm just gonna put a gill and then the black. And then let's see. Oh, I think I need to grab another. I'm basically out of. Well, I could probably get. Gill feather. I've been seeing. Okay, there's that show Dexter. I'll be totally honest. It was. I watched it because there's not a lot of shows based in Florida. So, like that and NCIS or something. Or no, Burn Notice or something. Like, but. And they're just like on freaking hurricane TVs. But yeah, Dexter kind of made my stomach turn a little bit. But, totally forgot. Oh yeah, Dogs was pretty much the main reason I watched, like, up until he was, But that dude's facial expressions, and they're going around as a meme now, and I don't even care about the context. It's, mental health is important. You take it where you can find it. It makes me laugh every time I see it. It's like the most, yeah. Most memorable show, and I hardly watched it just because of that character. I'm a can be very simple sometimes. A simple man. Ow. All right. So I'm gonna still put the peacock curl underneath. Gives it some je ne sais quoi, like some glisten underneath the what's it called? Peacock or ostrich. And the ostrich that I have is not very long, so it also helps get me to the end, like get me to a better like ending point, I think, thus far. Found a new channel. I'm sure a lot of people have seen wavy boats. I found one in New Zealand, but oh, it's such a rough inlet. 24/7, these huge fishing vessels look like Fisher Price toys in a bathtub. It's wild. I might do this in sections so I don't slide all around. Oh. Okay. I'll find one. Hey! Cool. These were from a hat, and it came with 4 feathers. They were wired together to make it like one large, thick, sculptural feather, if you will. It was a fancy hat. Sections. Oh, well, maybe not. Because I do want it to trail a little less than the other one. Like stay closer to the top. Oh. Ah, it's not a snatch. I said stay closer to the top. trapped a fire. Ah! Sorry. Thought I got fused in a matter of seconds. I think this might play out color-wise a little better, like how it is in my mind. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I am going to put eyes on this one, I'm just not entirely sure where. I thought I was going to have more room, like vacancy, but I don't. This is fine. If and when I accidentally leave too much room, I plan on using that one to melt one of those heads onto or drill. I really don't know. Wax up a little bit. Still a piece of marabou that's stuck. Maybe just put some of this on and then I'll get it wet. And I'm trying to imitate, or like, I'm trying to imitate the coloring of a bar jack. I think for that, like, making a blunter face is like a goal I have, I guess. But this is backed by zero experience, just tying away, I guess. Here's the other one. There's just a little too much blue here, which is nice. Like, really nice, but I just wanted to try to get the coloring in my mind knocked out so I could stop thinking about it. Because I really do like how this came out. This will be probably it for the shoreline. So, got like this one, or these coloring ones for the intercoastal and freshwater, and these for saltwater, and like clear ocean, and that's really clear. Boone, I'm actually not sure. I mostly see them in the water when swimming, so they have that filter of blue, and their like most notable feature, like when they're in the water at least, is that stripe. Like I want to see what that stripe looks like out of water, because in water it looks electric. Same thing with the blue grunts. They have this blue on them. A lot of things down there have that like really UV looking blue and the black stripe. But on lands without that filter of blue, I'm not too sure. I know the ones that I see at the pier a lot are, I believe at least, yellow-tailed jack. Like the shape is very much the same, and the tails are just, well, yellow. I like how it came out color-wise, but just gonna wet it too. Okay, the ripple fiber is so just ideal because it has a pattern of its own. It doesn't ever want to pick it up. I do want to get back on the fire tiger ones, but I've been wanting to give this combo a go for a minute now. You know, hardly any difference. It still has a decent amount of blue there, but I did still put 2. But I'm stoked on that. Sorry for screaming in the mic. Really nice. So I'll make a few more of those too. And then it should be pretty set as far as 2/0 bait fish. Plenty to lose and plenty to learn from. This lighting is wild. I look vegan as hell right now. Anyways. You can see it because we got the cones to see it, but it probably looks black. That is sick. Yeah, it's like the depths and the color change at what depths they change at is something I wish I knew more about, and like how the fish themselves see the color. Because that, I mean, that's just information like that could add more strategy, hey, which helps make decisions. Sometimes like can't choose what color to use and just end up kind of like time going down the drain. But stuff like that helps build a framework of not rules, but red and green spectrum. Interesting. I mean, I do see red and green pretty much everywhere and in both realms, fresh and salt. It's so quiet. This chair is absolute hell though. Like, I don't know how long I can last in this chair, so anyways, I think I am gonna have to, I can't even, like, put my full weight on it. I've been sitting in this chair for probably however long ago I got here, a week. Well, no, because it took a few days to find it, but it's bad. First of all, the fabric is insanely coarse. You can polish metal with this probably. It would probably scratch sterling. It's awful. And it's really small. It is really small. Like, I'm not a small person. This might... Oh, well, I guess then it would make me look bigger. But... it's brutal. But I can't physically sit anymore. So I think I'm gonna take me a... I've been waiting for these, or for this tree to open up flowers. The flowers are, I just miss them every time. And they're, I forget if they start pink and then they turn orange and then yellow or vice versa. Also, still have a migraine. I can't shake it. Yeah. And I still haven't went back to the other place to switch out my clothes, which has been also brutal. Oh, why? It's not caffeine. I don't think. I hope. Usually I'll get like you know, I do enjoy coffee, alright, a lot, all day, every day. Not all day, every day, but anyway. But if I don't drink coffee, I'll have like a headache sometimes. Very dependent on that stuff. But anyways, the headache is just like not coffee related. And I'm so used to such a quick fix because I don't drink that that much quantity. It's just like 3 or 4 cups a day, like, but that's just 1 cup all day. It's an espresso maker, so it's just cup by cup anyway. And it's like a quarter espresso to 3/4 milk. So it's not the worst. Oh my god. And I don't drink sugar with it. Every now and then I will, but it's just... It hasn't been too hot, but just trying to get back into wanting to leave the house, I guess. That's really what it comes down to, is getting out the door. I've been keeping myself well and occupied here, because, man, energy is low, and, thankfully it has rained every day, so I have, like, an excuse, but, like, every day consecutively. Not at night, though. Holy. I think that's why I'm talking louder than usual. The vibrations are soothing. But, God. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go, because if I don't, like, squeeze the hell out of my eye socket, ow, it's just, like, I'm not going anywhere. But it's been, like, a week, so it's getting to that exhaustion state where it's like, oh, man, that's just what life is now. No. It's all here. The house is really dark, which drives my eyes nuts, unfortunately. I do like a bright space. This is on the dim end, unfortunately. Too many dark corners. So, like, I don't know. Usually any workspace I have is where I will keep, like, all my stock or stuff that I collect too, just organized. And because some of it's just, you know, trinkets or whatever. So it's usually quite chaotic, and so really bright lights help with that, or else, you know, you're essentially in static. But anyway, I am still wearing my Velcro sandals. Hey man, the news is just, I can't, I've been avoiding it, but when I scroll past it and like it's just every day it's just like the most but anyway, before I even think about that or get on a tangent while having a migraine, 'cause dear Lord, yeah, I wish I didn't have such a pounder. I wish it was like maximum a quarter pounder. Canada, right on. Hey, Riverfronts. Long time no see. Just tied this. I'm trying to do a bar jack coloring. I'm attempting it anyway. The blue I have is fluorescent blue. I think the lighter blue would, but yeah. I wish I had like photo gels still for lights, because then I could look. If I could find gels for like film lights or photography of different like colors the water would be, then I could see exactly what the color would look like under that filter of blue. Wonder how I would even find that. I guess maybe just take pictures, underwater pictures, and I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Oops. Yeah, I've been looking for more ostrich feathers, Boone. I've been looking for let's see, the dusters, to have a good amount of them, because I can find, I mean, I've been back on eBay lots lately, because there's a few random, holy trucks. Maybe this one is like food related. This is what I get for like my mom order Chinese every single night. That's all she's wanted, and I physically like, oh my gosh, probably like a pickle inside from all the sodium or whatever. Yeah, Joe, I 100% agree with that. Yeah, ready to go. Hey, right on. Maybe that is a good. Is that a good omen for flies? If it jumps out of the. Oh man, it lined up perfectly. Yeah, that ripple fiber. This happens to see video. And it doesn't ever want to pick it up. This is the holographic silver one. But, oh, I love that so much. I want to get it in the yellow and the blue, or the chartreuse and blue. Oh, it looks close. Anyways. Hey, Joe, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's completely, overtaking my entire life, honestly. I'm really happy to be here. I've done arts and crafts my whole life, and honestly feel like it all led up to this. What better compliment than, instead of like, because I used to make jewelry, and it was nice if someone was like, oh, that's cool, where'd you get that? But what compliment could possibly outbeat a fish biting it and then eating the fish? Like, what? Booby traps. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, catch and release mostly, only because there are many species in my area. Between the reef fish and the predatory fish, there's a lot. And many of them I'm nowhere near even aware of. I'm only recently in the last year breaking out of like the trash fish, trying to see what small species, other than sand perch, are good. I know reef fish you shouldn't eat a ton of. Haven't been able to talk to many people about that. Like, I just chance crossing online, because dead sticks. Oh, my suit. Oh. So you're mimicking a dying or a... Interesting! I never thought about it like that. It's highly effective for... I'm just reading the AI overview, jeez. This approach is highly effective for catching non-aggressive fish. I never thought about that. Because not everything's gonna... That's really interesting. Dead stick. Man, I appreciate that. I gotta get better at the marabou. I don't like how it... What? I can't say that yet, because just dunking them in water is nothing. When I get them wet, is mainly to see if the colors blend together nicely. You can do barracuda, just small ones. That's the regulations here. Nothing more than 36 inches, which is... Okay, that's not small. And nothing more than 15 inches, which is like... But they're so freaking big, the full-grown ones. They're like torpedoes or missiles. Missiles. But I got a pretty good menu, you know. Try not to get too down about not finding time to, you know, but as long as staying busy and There's no time wasted in between. 2 per harvester. God, I can't even read these words. Alright, I gotta find some trash fish. Whatever fish that had that gnarly ass aftertaste. It was either the blue grunt or the porgy, or I forget what the other one was. But like, people say that ladyfish was a trash fish. One person said it wasn't, because some things are trash for flavor, or because you need to like process it a certain way or bleed it. And there's certain things I just do not know how to do yet properly. And the ladyfish wasn't any of that. It was for bones. It had nothing to do with taste. So that was real good, and would love as many more of those. Sand perch or mojara here is really tasty. It's not considered a trash fish though. It's considered a bait fish, but a lot of people really like them. I want to try bluegill big bad, and they were beautiful. The ones that were in the canal out there were beautiful. However, I just don't know where I can eat it. The fresh water here is not fresh. It runs through like chemical-filled farm canals for miles and miles and miles, and then spills out into random puddles, and then that gets funneled into more canals, and I just can never find a. Yeah, the other one, I was quite surprised that it was edible. It was a blue striped grunt. They look toxic as hell. And they have that blue. That's they look like they have electronics running through them. I really can't like wait to see crappie though, really. I was never too familiar with them. They don't come near my area. But the color is ridiculous. But ow. No, I'm pretty much heading out, Eddie. My head is freaking pounding, and I'm gonna go eat something greasy and spicy to shake it. That's the only thing that helps. If I have a headache, if I'm tired, if the heat is getting to me outside, spicy, greasy, anything. Yeah, I'm really stoked on that paint. I really want like small fish I could cook whole, essentially wherever, like in a fryer, an oven, on a stick. Ideal. Sand perch, I'd say, is almost like the saltwater bluegill. There's a ton of bait fish. However, they're really, really, really good. Like if you look up like just a sand perch good eating, there do be articles. But on that note, I do have Discord and everything like that linked. Always feel free. Been a little out of it like for the last few months, honestly, but it was 6 months straight of like the treatments with my dad, and I have not processed a damn thing. So I've just been using my phone for music and big ship videos, to be totally honest. Not big ship videos, big wave videos. Holy trucks. Every few months I'll look up big waves because it'll be the same like clips over and over again. And I found that some was being mirrored, so it looks like a different clip. I haven't seen that yet, but man, I think that would heal me. That black water where choices don't exist. I think that would like really reinvigorate my inner being. It's like a multiple hour like like forcing of just, you know, self-centering or some shit. I don't know. But there's loads of them, freighters that you can cruise on, and the only problem is it's like for 30 days I think is the least that I've seen, which, man, if you got a lot to think about, that would go by in no time at all. Like a long drive. And it would be sick. Could finally finish a book. Like, see, if I were to go on a vacation, it wouldn't be like to lay by a pool. It would be to be forced into a really uncomfortable position so I could finally read or something. Finally focus. And like wander. There's no places to wander anymore. You gotta be like strapped to wander. But anyways, I really yeah, I like that a lot. Idea. There's a few things like that, like the ice fishing trips. For a long time, I watched videos on that. Never had too much interest in doing it myself. Like a lot of things that I watched, never really had interest. But that, what? Just, you know, every day is a possibility to think a different kind of way about the same kind of thing, and that is one of them. And I know it's not a trident because there's not 3 tines or whatever, but you're fishing with a trident sometimes. Sometimes I've seen a lot of different configurations that I don't really know much about, but it's always nice to watch. And the other thing is, of course, fly fishing, and finds like a cabin to, not a cabin, but like RV park. Maybe not a tent, but like isolation vacations, which are just a lot of people's just regular trips. Because, see, I used to collect old Coleman stuff and even catalogs from the 70s, 80s, and it was a whole like nationwide pastime, RVing, and more of the RV parks do disappear here. But before any more go, I do want. It's such a perfect RV state because of how long it is, and if you just go up the coast, it you're never bored. And if you have an RV, then you have shelter. And some of the places are as low as like $20 a night, and then you get a hose and a electrical hookup. So, oh, I'm so off balance today. It's ridiculous, but natural or what have you. So, not complaining. all good. But happy trails to all of y'all if you're on Discord or anything. I yeah, I don't know. But mm, I don't know. Anyways, happy trails.